Hello there. Thank you for tuning in. My name is John Leary, and we are about to do 60 minutes of recovery yoga. All you're going to need to work here is an open space, maybe a mat, maybe a towel. We will go ahead and start on our backs. Legs extended out long in front. Just beginning to settle in on your mat. Get some distance between your feet. Toes fall out to the side. Work your shoulder blades in underneath you. Feel your chest perch up. One hand can come to your chest and one hand can come to your belly. Eyes can fall shut. You can keep your legs extended out long, or to get a stretch in your hips, you can bring the soles of your feet together as your knees splay out to the side. And just begin to bring your attention to your breath. On your next inhale, breathe in through your nose. Feel your belly expand. Exhale, take your belly button back to your spine. Next inhale, belly expands, and now your chest rises. Exhale, chest down, belly to spine. Inhale, belly rises, chest lifts, and now your collarbone moves up. Exhale, collarbone down, chest depresses, belly button to spine. Continue with this breath, this 3-part breath at your own pace. Notice if you're lost in thought. If at any point tonight you recognize that you're lost in thought, just come back to your breath and pay attention to your next inhale. Bring your attention back to center. Plant the soles of your feet down. Knees point up towards the ceiling. Arms go out and down at a 45-degree angle, palms face up. Inhale here at center, and then exhale, windshield wipe your knees to the right side of your mat. Stretch on the outside of the left hip. To add to the stretch, you can take your right foot and plant it on top of your left quad. Rotate your skull so that your gaze is towards your left fingertips. Right foot plants down. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, windshield wipe your knees to the left side of your mat. Left foot can come on top of your right quad. Stretch on the outside of your right hip. Rotate your skull so that your gaze is over your right fingertips. Left foot plants down. Inhale, knees back to center. And then exhale, roll onto your right side. Plant your hands down and push your torso up. Bring a 90-degree bend to both of your knees. Your left knee points towards the bottom of your mat. Your right knee points towards the right side of the mat. Bring your hands to the back side of your right leg. Inhale, chest tall, and then exhale, twist and look over your right shoulder. Drive your right quad down into the mat. With each inhale, try to lift your chest a little bit higher, and each exhale, you twist by pulling your belly button in. Next, inhale, windshield wipe your knees back to center, and then exhale, windshield wipe knees to the opposite side. 90-degree bend in both of your knees. Right knee points out the back of your mat, left knee to the left side of your mat. Hands come to the front of your left leg. Inhale, chest high, and then exhale, twist and gaze over your left shoulder. Drive your left quad down into the mat. Each inhale, lift chest high. Each exhale, pull your belly button in and twist. Inhale tall here. And then exhale, continue the rotation face down onto your mat. Your forehead can drop down. Extend your arms long in front, palms face down. Spider tip your fingers so that your palms are off of the mat. Next, inhale, push down into your fingertips and lift your back gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let your hands fall flat, palms face down. Going to find a rotation here. Throughout the movement, keep your feet approximately where they are. On your next inhale, open your left palm up towards the left side of your mat. Torso opens. And then exhale, drop your torso open towards the ceiling. Fingertips extend towards the top of your mat. Trying to find length here. Flex your left foot. Toes come back towards your knee. Inhale, and then exhale. Rotate your toes down and your heel up towards the ceiling. Feel the stretch on the outside of your left leg. Inhale, rotate back to center. And then exhale to release down. opposite side here. Next, inhale, rotate right palm open towards the side, right side of the mat. And then exhale, drop your chest open towards the ceiling. Fingertips extending towards the front of your mat. Straight right leg. Flex your right foot so that your toes are coming back towards your knee. Inhale here, expand long, and then exhale, rotate your toes down and heel up. Stretch on the outside of your right leg. Inhale, rotate back to center, and then exhale to release down. Finding a pec stretch on the left side, bring your left elbow out to the left side of your mat, directly out from your left shoulder. 90-degree bend in your left elbow, fingertips point towards the front of your mat. Drive your left shoulder down towards the mat, right hand plants under your right shoulder. Next, inhale, lift your right leg up, and then exhale, bend your right knee to open your chest up towards the right side of your mat. Driving your left shoulder down, stretches across the front of your left shoulder into your left pec. You can let your head rest down. Your right hand can stay on the mat or wrap around your low back. And to get some activation in the right leg, you can try to plant your right foot down flat and open your knee up towards the ceiling. Remember to breathe here. Next, inhale, rotate back to center, and then exhale to release down. Opposite side here. Right arm goes out to the right side. Right elbow is directly in line with the right shoulder. 90-degree bend in the right elbow. Fingertips point forward. Drive your right shoulder down. Plant your left hand under your left shoulder. Next, inhale, left leg lifts high, and then exhale, bend your left knee and open your chest up towards the left side of your mat. Left hand can be planted down on the mat or wrap around your low back. To activate your left glute, you can try to plant the sole of your left foot on the floor and then open the left knee up towards the ceiling. In time, inhale back to center, and then exhale to release down. Send your hands back behind you, palms face down, spider tip your fingers, and then next inhale, Superman, lift your chest up, peel your shoulders back, exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale to rise. Exhale down. Plant your hands down underneath your shoulders. Inhale here and then exhale, push up into a tabletop position. You may need to reposition yourself on the mat here. Hands will be underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath your hips. Toes can be untucked or tucked here. Finding cat-cow beforehand, pulling the belly button up towards your spine. Take the curve out of your low back. Top of your head extends towards the front of your mat, long through your spine. Next, inhale, drop your belly button down, pull your shoulders back, and take your chin up. Cat. Exhale, push the mat away, round through your upper back, and tuck your chin in for cat pose. Inhale, belly down, shoulders back, chin up for cow. Exhale, push the mat away, round through your upper back, and tuck your chin in for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continue to move with your own breath. Try to keep your hips directly over top of your knees throughout the movement. In time, and to meet back in a neutral tabletop position. Finding a stretch for the wrists here, we're going to have two options. Option one is to just flip your hands upside down. Fingertips point back towards your knees, palms face up. And you can just kind of move your hips forward and back here, side to side, to change the pressure on your wrists. Another option, starting with your hands flat on the mat, is to rotate your hands out towards the edges of your mat so that your fingertips point back towards you and your palms are down on the mat. Here, to add depth to the stretch, you can just sink your hips back towards your heels, feeling the stretch through your wrists into your forearms. In time, come back to a neutral tabletop position, palms face down. Hips are over top of your knees here. Inhale, and then exhale, slide your hands forward. Forehead comes down to meet the mat. Puppy dog pose as you sink your chest down towards the mat. Hips are still over top of your knees. To engage your shoulders, push your hands down into the mat and then squeeze your hands towards the midline. Feel your shoulders engage. Feel the stretch in your upper back into the underarm area. Each time you inhale, your upper back broadens. And each exhale, you sink down towards the mat. Transition to child's pose. Inhale, and then exhale. Drag your hands as you pull your hips back to meet your heels. You can spread your knees wide towards the side of the mat. Your toes touch. Forehead still down on the mat. Walk your fingertips long in front. Pull your hips back to your heels. Feel your mid-back stretch. inhale here. And then exhale, spider walk your fingertips to the right side of your mat. Pull your left hip back towards your left heel. Stretch from the left hip into the left tricep. On each inhale, feel the left side of your body expand. Next inhale, spider walk your fingertips to center, and then exhale, spider walk fingertips to the left side of your mat. Pull your right hip back towards your right heel. Stretch from the right hip to the right tricep. Each inhale, your right side body expands. And each exhale, you collapse down towards your mat. Spider walk fingertips to center. And then exhale, bring your hands to meet in a prayer position at the crux of your neck. Walk your elbows in towards the midline and forward a few inches. And then once you're in position, ground down through your elbows and pull your hips back towards your heels. Stretch in the upper back, underarms, and triceps. Extend your hands long in front. Spread them shoulder width distance, palms plant down. Next, inhale. Come up onto your hands. Your knees stay wide here, shoulders over your hands. And then exhale, seal pose. Sink your hips down as you pull your shoulders back and broaden across your chest. Gaze goes up. Inhale, move your weight back. And then exhale, sink back into a child's pose. Inhale, shoulders forward. And then exhale to sink your hips. Continue to move with your own breath. Child's pose into seal. In time, come to meet back in a child's pose, hips sinking back towards your heels. Push weight into your hands as you walk your hands in, lifting your torso up. Bring your knees together so that your legs are parallel with each other. Plant your hands down in front, lean weight forward, tuck your toes underneath your feet. Transition to hero's pose. You can keep your hands down and gently begin to sink weight onto your heels, and eventually you can begin to work your way up, shoulders over top of your hips. Wherever you are, inhale, shoulders up to meet your ears, and then exhale, shoulders back and down your spine, broad across your chest. Tuck your chin down, belly button into spine. Let your eyes close. Feel the stretch here in the bottom of your feet and Achilles tendon. Come back to your breath. In time, lean, weight forward, walk your hands towards the front of your mat and come up into a plank position, shoulders over top of your hands, straight line from your heels through your hips to your shoulders. Inhale here, and then exhale, push your chest back towards your quads, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Begin to bend through one knee and then the other here. Make sure that your fingertips are spread wide, push down through your palms, sending your chest back towards your quads. Bend your knees here so that you can lift your hips higher. Objective here is to get as flat a back as possible and lift your hips as high as you can. Inhale, hips high, come on to your tiptoes. And then exhale, begin to tiptoe your feet forward. Keep your hands flat on the mat as you bring your feet up between your hands. Big bend in the knees here. You can keep your hands down on the mat, or you can grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll position. Wherever you are, tuck your chin in, release through the back of your neck. Maybe sway side to side. Let your hands fall down to the mat. Next, inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to shins, 90-degree bend at the waist. Feel the weight go onto the balls of your feet as the top of your head extends forward. Tension is on your hamstrings as you pull your shoulders back and down your spine. Next, exhale, forward fold down. Plant your right hand down. Next, inhale, straighten through your left leg, bend the right knee as you inhale, left hand high, chest opens towards the left side of your mat. Left fingertips over top of your left shoulder, or you can bring your left hand down to your left hip. Feel the stretch on the outside of your left leg. Inhale here, and then exhale, rotate down. Left hand plants down. Next, inhale, straight right leg. Bend your left knee as you inhale, right hand high towards the ceiling. Right hand comes over top of your right shoulder. Chest opens to the right side. You can either extend your fingertips tall or bring your right hand down to right hip. Stretch on the outside of the right leg. Inhale here, and then exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Circle your arms out, around, and up. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Next, inhale, circle your arms out, around, and up. Exhale, swan dive down, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale down, frame your right foot and step your left foot back into a runner's lunge. 90-degree bend in your right knee. Right knee's over top of your right ankle, strong through your back leg. Next, inhale, come up into a crescent lunge position. Palms face in towards each other. Maintain the 90-degree bend in your front knee. Pull your shoulders down so that your arms are in a U shape. Inhale, fingertips up, and then exhale, tilt the U towards the right side. Take your gaze over towards your left arm. With each inhale, you're trying to extend your fingertips high, and each exhale, twisting over and opening your chest up slightly towards the left side of your mat. Stretch from the left hip up into the left tricep. Inhale back to center here, and then exhale, straighten through your front leg. Bring your left arm down at your side, and then take your right arm around your low back and grab on to the inside of your left elbow. Broad across your chest here. Right leg is straight in front. Inhale, chest tall, and then exhale, begin to lean your chest forward over your right leg. Feel the stretch in your right hamstring. Maintain a micro bend in the right knee. Come back to your breath. If you want to find a stretch in your left calf, you can bend your left knee and drop it down towards the mat. Feel the stretch in your Achilles. In time, inhale, back tall, and then exhale, bring your hands down and frame your right foot. Walk your right leg out to the side of your mat. Both hands are on the inside of your right foot. Lizard lunge. You can keep your left knee tall here, or you can slowly exhale and drop your left knee down to the mat. Wherever you are, inhale your chest tall, and then exhale your chest forward and down. You can stay tall on your hands or drop onto your forearms. Wherever you are, tuck your chin and release through the back of your neck. You can stay here in lizard lunge, or you can transition to a quad stretch. For the quad stretch, bring your left hand to your right knee, chest is tall here. Inhale, and then exhale, reach your right hand back to grab on to the outside of your left foot. Trying to turn your gaze back over your right shoulder. Each inhale, lift chest tall. Each exhale, twist by pulling your belly button in towards your spine. In time, slowly release and come back to center. Frame your right foot. Walk your right foot to the center of your mat. Next, inhale, straighten through your right leg and come up into a star position. Both toes point towards the long edge of your mat. Fingertips extend tall. And then exhale, swan dive down, flat back, wide-legged forward fold. Plant your right hand down. Inhale, left hand tall, wide-legged twist, gaze up towards your left hand. And then exhale down to center. Left hand plants. Inhale, right hand tall, gaze up to right fingertips. And then exhale down, sweep your right arm through and rotate into a runner's lunge over your left leg. 90-degree bend in your left knee's over top of your left ankle. Strong through your back leg. Next, inhale, move up into a crescent lunge position. Arms extend overhead, palms in. Maintain the 90-degree bend in your front knee. Inhale, fingertips tall, then exhale, pull your shoulders down your spine. Find a U shape with your arms. Inhale, fingertips up, and then exhale, tilt over towards the left side, trying to rotate your chest open towards the right side of your mat, just slightly. Feel the stretch from your right hip up into your right tricep. Each inhale, you extend up, and each exhale, you tilt over. Next inhale, come back to center, and then exhale, straighten through your left leg. Bring your left elbow down to your left hip. Reach your right arm around your low back. Grab onto the inside of your left elbow, broad across your chest. Straight left leg, micro bend. Inhale, chest tall, and then exhale, chest forward and down over the left leg. Begin to feel the stretch in your left hamstring. Goal here is to lift the torso high and extend long and out over your toes. You can add a stretch in the right calf by bending into your right knee and dropping the right knee down towards the mat. Inhale up to center here. Release your arms. And then exhale, bend into your left knee. Bring your hands down to the mat as you walk your left foot out to the edge of your mat. Both hands are on the inside of your left foot. Lizard lunge. You can keep your right knee lifted, or you can drop your right knee down to meet the mat. Wherever you are, inhale, chest tall, and then exhale, chest forward and down. You can stay tall on your hands or bring your forearms down to meet the mat. Wherever you are, release through the back of your neck by tucking your chin in and down. If you notice that you're lost in thought, come back to your breath. You can stay here in lizard lunge or find a quad stretch. For the quad stretch, bring your right hand up onto your left knee, torso tall. Inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale, reach your left hand back for the outside of your right foot. Trying to rotate your gaze over your left shoulder. Each inhale, you lift your chest tall, and each exhale, you pull your belly button in to twist deeper. Inhale, and then exhale back to center, wherever you are. Heel toe, your left foot across your mat towards the right side. Transition to pigeon pose here. Eventually drop your shin across your mat. Your left knee will point towards the front left corner of your mat. Your left ankle will be underneath your right hip. Right leg extends straight out behind you. Wherever you are, inhale your chest high. Feel suspended over your hips, not leaning to one side or the other. Inhale here, and then exhale, chest forward and down. Come down onto your forearms and let your forehead collapse down. Try to pull your left hip back and rotate your right hip forward. Inhale, push down into your hands. Plant your hands down and then fingertip your hands so that your palms are off the mat. Now, pull down through your fingertips and drag your shoulders back as you send your chest forward. Chin goes up and back, finding a back bend here. Exhale, release, and then drop down onto your left hip so that you can swing your right leg long in front. Your left leg is chicken winged. Left foot is on the inner right thigh. Bend your right knee. Toes pull back towards your knee. Inhale, chest tall, and then exhale, chest forward and down. Reach for your right foot or ankle. Tuck your chin in, drop your forehead. With your breath here, work on moving your torso up and over your knee. Feel the stretch in your low back. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, transition, pigeon pose on the opposite side. Swing your left leg around behind you. Take your right shin across the mat. Right knee goes towards the front right corner of your mat. Right ankle's underneath your left hip. Left leg extends straight out behind you. Inhale, chest tall, and then exhale, chest forward and down. Pull your right hip back and rotate your left hip forward. Next, inhale, plant your hands down, lift your torso up. Spider tip your fingers so that your palms are off the mat. Inhale as you pull your shoulders back and send your chest forward, gaze up into a back bend. And in time, exhale to release. Drop down onto your right hip. Swing your left leg long in front. Left leg extends out, left knee is bent, right leg is chicken winged, sole of the right foot on the inner left thigh. Flex your left foot back towards your face. Inhale, chest tall, and then exhale, chest forward and down. Grab your left ankle or foot. Tuck your chin in, drop your forehead down. Goal here is to move your chest over and out of your right knee, stretch in your low back. Time, inhale up to center. Exhale, extend your right leg long. Finding a turtle pose here. Get some distance between your heels. Bend your knees a little bit. Flex both your feet. Inhale, chest tall. And then exhale, snake your hands underneath your legs and grab onto the outside edges of both of your feet. Inhale, chest tall, and then exhale, pull your chest forward and down, tuck your chin in and down, feel the stretch in your low back and hips. Time, slowly release, untangle your arms, bring your legs together, feet can plant down, extend your hands long in front, palms face up, inhale, chest broad, and then exhale, slowly release down onto the mat. Bring your left knee into chest. And then exhale, supine spinal twist. Take your left knee to the right side. Take your left hand long towards the left side of your mat. Rotate your skull so that your gaze follows your left fingertips. Let your eyes shut and come back to your breath. Time, bring your knee back to center, and then exhale, left leg long. Inhale, right knee to chest. And then exhale, right knee to the left side. Right arm extends long towards the right side, palm face up. Rotate your skull so that your gaze follows your right fingertips. Let your eyes fall shut and come back to your breath. Inhale, right knee back to center. And then exhale, right leg long in front. One final posture here. Tuck your shoulder blades in underneath you. Chest perches up. Bring your heels so that they're maybe 6 inches apart. Arms go out and down at a 45-degree angle, palms face up. Reverse plank. Next, inhale, squeeze through your glutes and your hamstrings to lift your hips off the mat. Continue to breathe here, hips just hovering in air. Deep inhale. Exhale down. 2 more. Inhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Exhale down. Now hold this one. Breathe. Inhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. One more deep inhale. Exhale, release down. Spread your heels apart. Prepare for final relaxation as your toes fall out to the side. Your arms broaden. If you want to adjust your neck, you can take your hands underneath the back of your head. Lift your head up and slide your hands out the top of your skull as you slowly place your head down. Arms go out to the side. Eyes fall shut. Release any tension in your legs, in your shoulders, along your jawline, corners of your mouth. Notice if you're squeezing your eyelids shut and relaxing between your eyes. And let your breath flow. sensation back to your fingertips and toes. And then roll off to one side, find a fetal position, hands tucked underneath your head. And in time, come to meet up in a seated position at the front of your mat, eyes closed. Finding one final moment of silence together. Inhale, circle your arms out, around, and up. Exhale, hands to forehead, to mouth, and to heart center.